Mr. Abdurrahman, we have been watching you closely. Since March 1st, 2025, your shadow has never left our sight. Some of what we've witnessed cannot yet be spoken aloud. But let this be clear. No victims were needed to come forward. We saw it ourselves. The incidents, the precise coordinates of the places, the exact moments, etched permanently. You roam around Beeman, spinning your tails, crying separated, playing the victim. But our quiet conversations with your wife told us otherwise. Your mask is slipping. We've seen the truth behind your lies. Judgment is coming for you. Sooner than you think. You just don't know it yet. Next. The covered creeper, Captain Imran. His favorite lie. I'm separated. Then he escalates. I dreamed about you, he whispers. His behavior? Described as a wolf pretending to prey. Fake empathy. Hidden fangs. And yes, his separated story. A lie. We met his wife too. And then. The serial gropper, Captain Yusuf Mahmood. Flying with him is entering a predator's den. He bruises arms, cracks vile jokes, and touches women openly in flight. One said, he whispered something so disgusting, I almost dropped a hot coffee pot. He laughs, bragging that nothing ever happens, despite harassment complaints. One flight attendant even filed a formal complaint against him on November 7, 2024. The result? A fake committee, no action, and he kept flying under the excuse of pilot shortage. Next. The chill expert, First Officer Mishfiq Niyaz. Recently married, yet constantly texting female crew late at night. Come to my room. Just us. He floods Snapchat with unwanted messages. His wife still thinks he's an angel. Everyone else in Beeman knows the truth. Next. The hand specialist, Captain Ishtiaq. His sick ritual. Palm reading.
Mona Lisa Heavy Flow 15 পিস প্যাকেটের সাথে 8 পিসের একটি প্যাকেট একদম ফ্রি।
Under the guise of reading stars, he gropes hands mid-flight, lingering, touching, invading. Women described it as burning. He wrapped his hands around mine, and I wanted to vomit, multiple crew members said. And then. The Midnight Howler, Captain Sohail. His method. Hotel room psychological terror. He calls the landline every 15 minutes throughout the night until women unplug the phone in fear. Next. The threat maker, First Officer Shafi. Openly blocks paths in flight, smirks, and whispers threats. I have intelligence connections, he says. Come to my room, or you'll regret it. One woman said, I thought he might actually hurt me. Then comes, Captain Arifin. He always says, it was just a mistake. But that's what they all say. Except, this mistake was him stroking a woman's stomach mid-flight. He laughed, she said. I froze. My whole body went cold. Another attendant confirmed the same behavior. He laughs. They tremble. Next. The double-meaning demon, Captain Abed. Any spice under your uniform? He asks several crew members with a repulsive laugh. He grazes arms while pretending to serve trays. A known predator yet protected. Even an official harassment complaint against him which made news headlines was buried under pressure. A special mention to Captain S. Hosen. While his wife stays abroad, he is seen living with a young crew member half his age across various social media platforms. We thought his wife deserved to know. When senior officers flaunt their affairs so brazenly, it sends a dangerous message to others. This is normal. This is acceptable. This is power. Captain S. Hosen is not just a cheater. He is a role model for predators. And that makes him more dangerous than he appears. But the horror doesn't end with the men in the cockpit. No. It runs far deeper into the very aisles of your aircraft, behind every meal cart, under every polished smile. Let us introduce you to some of them. First. Flight Steward Shopno. One of the most depraved predators we've uncovered inside Beeman. His name came up again and again, whispered in terror. multiple women have accused him of rape. Since late 2023, he has left behind a trail of shattered lives, forcing himself on young crew members, manipulating them with false promises of love, marriage, and protection. And when his lies didn't work, he used force. In one horrifying case, he locked a woman inside a hotel room, assaulted her again and again. In another, he preyed on a vulnerable crew member during a layover, leaving her bruised in ways that never healed. Yet another incident. During a so-called union meeting, a place meant for solidarity, he struck again. But Shopnell didn't stop there. He stalked them. He tormented them. He laughed while they wept in silence. And now, he walks free, smirking, while his victims still hide, afraid to even breathe his name. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, there's flight steward Adnan, known among his colleagues for his drunken exploits during international layovers. But his crimes go far beyond intoxication. In Istanbul, he allegedly forced alcohol onto a young female crew member. Then, while she was unconscious, he took what he wanted. The aftermath? Silence. The victim, bound by fear, vanished into the shadows. Then there's flight steward Sakin, the master of emotional blackmail, weaponizing love and marriage as tools of torture. He trapped one woman under the guise of affection, then subjected her to relentless physical and psychological abuse. His obsession didn't stop there. There are reports of him screaming outside her home, causing scenes that neighbors still remember. According to our internal sources within law enforcement, he is currently under investigation by the PBI. But we know how that story often ends. Now we speak of flight purser Suman. His record is long and vile. A recent complaint was filed against him by a female flight attendant. It even reached your media. And yet, nothing happened. Why? Because his union, led by none other than Mr. Aber, shielded him once again. But his history goes back much further. In 2013, during a layover in Belgium, he attempted to rape a fellow crew member. He was only stopped when another crew member heard her scream, bursting into the room to save her. That incident should have ended his career. Instead, he stayed. He thrived. And every year that passed without consequence only emboldened him further. Lastly, we come to flight steward Shishir. On a flight to Toronto, he verbally abused and harassed a female crew member. An incident that made national headlines.
For more updates, follow us on Facebook, subscribe our YouTube channel, get the latest update on www.daily-sun.com.